Simplify the mind in unusual circumstances for a layman. Mind can be divided into three states. Of course, for higher configuration people, there is much more for it. The first state is the beta state, wherein people are firing at each other, having sentences, verbal sentences going on. Your breath patterns are quite high. Your action is quite high. Most of them unknowingly you do it. And it's quite usual in these terms because nowadays you will find the people in social media, people in mobile phones, people always connected to certain things, and thus you're just engaged, you're constantly engaged. And that's why this state is a monkey mind which is always there, just doing something or the other, because you are unable to be in a secluded place, or you are unable to reduce your breathing patterns, reduce your thought patterns, reduce your speaking patterns. But as you elevate yourself by sitting in a secluded place, trying to meet your terms with alpha, wherein your breathing level is reduced to a great extent, your mind patterns, thought patterns are reduced to a great extent, and your mind is really in an elevated state, giving you solutions. And these are the individuals who are solution oriented to some extent, because their breathing patterns is reduced. There is a space in between your thoughts, so there is a space for you to have a solution, and thus you are elevating your mind. For that you need to have yourself secluded, or make yourself aware of your breathing patterns. You are slowing down thinking process, slowing down speaking process. All this is required in order to be in an alpha state. And the ultimate state is a beta state, which is almost in samadhi state, where your breathing patterns is very less. This is in samadhi state, and that's why most of the people who are in meditation reach to this state. Their breathing patterns may be reduced to minute per breathing, or maybe hour per breathing, which depends upon how you are performing your intense sadhana, and you are quite in an elevated state. There is no difference between the conscious, superconscious. Everything is gelled upon, and you are connected to the universe. And this is an heightened state wherein the seekers usually perform meditation in a higher stage. And this type of individuals are really interested in meditation and into spiritual connections. There are people who have been seekers and given solution to this world in most of the circumstances, and thus they are a part of a society and contributor to the society in many ways. Thus, this is a simplified version of how the brain works in different patterns. Of course, there are various theories on that. Patanjali Sutras says that there are 5 states of mind, and even the science is assured about that thing in a different version. The point is, everyone is into a state of mind, whether it might be the lowest state, the middle state, or the highest state. But a heightened person always seeks towards a growth of himself, and thus elevates in a way that is useful for him as well as the society.